So hello everyone, welcome to TryRide. This is Tag 365. Myself Sujit. So in this session, we are going to learn the new Hello pattern programming. Okay, so guys, this is the last video of this pattern programming. Still, if you have any doubt, you can directly contact to TryRide. Okay, so the first hello pattern for this session will be if I want to print a diamond. Okay, now I just want to print this diamond structure using my Python. Okay, means if I'm giving my input as 5, so it must need to print it. Okay, so how to do that each and everything we are going to see now. So first I just want to build the logic, then we can go to my paint and we are going to start implementing. Okay. So every time I'll be build the logic for different user input, but every time I'm keeping my user value will be 5 only. If you are changing also, it will be give you the same logic. Okay, means it will be give you the diamond pattern only. Okay, so this is called my diamond. So to how to create each and everything we are going to see. So come to my paint. Okay, I just paste here. Guys, if you see, we are going to first take a arrow for this, means which row we are going to print. We are going to print this line. Okay, after printing this one, we are going to print this one, then again this one, and again this one. Means every time we are going to print the middle one only. Okay, so for each and every row, we are going to start implementing the logic. Guys, come to this line. How to get that? Means first we are going to taking what is the common thing between. If you see here, every time my row value will be different. Okay, so how to build this logic for this line only? Guys, if I'm keeping row plus column double equal to 2 as of now, because my norm value will be becoming 5. Here I am passing norm equal to 5. If I am keeping row plus column equal to 2. If you see here, row 2 plus 0, 2. 1 plus 1, 2. 0 plus 2, 2. For input 5, it will be give. And what about if I am changing this number, so it will be creating error. So at that time, if I am giving norm floor division 2, so every time if you are changing the user input also, still it will be give you this same line. Okay, every user input. Now for the next line, guys, come to this line. How to print this line, guys? Now we are going to build the logic. Means 2 comma 0, 3 comma 1, 4 comma 2. As of now, there will be no connection between there. Okay, so now if I'm creating a connection, that row minus column double equal to norm floor division 2. Guys, just see if I'm keeping 2 minus 0, 2, 3 minus 1, 2, 4 minus 2, 2. So every time it will be printing you this line, because I am taking norm floor division by 2. So if you are changing the user input also, still it will be give you the same output. Now come to this line. Guys, here if I'm changing it, okay, 0 comma 2, 1 comma 3, 2 comma 3, sorry, 2 comma 4. So in this case also, if I'm keeping column minus row double equal to norm floor division 2. Guys, just see here I'm giving column minus row, but for this one, row plus column, row minus. If I'm giving row minus column, just see 0 plus 0 minus 2, it will be give you minus 2. Here 1 minus 3 minus 2, 2 minus 4, but we don't have any minus. That's why here I'm keeping column minus row, means 2 minus 0, 3 minus 1, 4 minus 2. Every time it will be give you the 2 as my output. Now we are going to build this logic for this line. Guys, just see here, if you are keeping 4 minus 2, 2, 3 minus 3, 0, 2 minus 4, 2. For how to create this logic? If you are adding these two number, then we can get that. If I'm keeping row plus column double equal to num plus 1. Guys, if you are giving that, now my requirement will be I need to get the 6 only. So here I can directly pass that num plus 1, it will be becoming 6, and every time this will be my we can say that dynamic way. But guys, we know that every time we are just inputting different user number. So if I'm giving num plus 1, if I'm giving for 6, then it will be creating a new code. Okay, so to overcome with that, we are going to see while we are discussing in our VS Code after build this. Here I'll suggest that you need to give for this line, means if you want to build this code, so here you need to give norm floor division 2 into 3. Every time if you are giving, if you are changing the user input also, it will be give you the correct output. But compared to the previous one, if you are keeping, okay, here I am writing also num plus 1, so it will be give you the correct output for 5. But while you are changing the user input, it will be give you a new output. Okay, we are going to see. Okay, so because we are taking the user input, so I am directly taking the num. After that means how many row, that many column also I need. So here I'm passing for row in range. Here I'm directly passing num. After that, I need to pass for column in range. Okay, here also I need to pass now. Because how many row, that many column also I want. Now I need to give the each and every condition. So my first condition will say that row plus column double equal to num floor division 2. Okay, then the next condition, row minus column double equal to num floor division 2. Okay, this is all about first two line. Okay, means for this line and for this line. Now we are going to build for this and for this one. Okay, come to my VS Code. Then the next condition will be saying that column minus row double equal to num floor division 2. For the last one, here I am passing row plus column. As of now, I am taking double equal to num floor division 2 after, because here we are using the ped mass rule. Okay, every time it will be start implementing the parenthesis. Okay, multiply into 3 only. If this condition becoming satisfied, every time I just need to print my star. If this condition becoming false, so every time I just need to print my space. So to print each and every space in a single line, I am using my end function. Okay. Here also I'm give you a glue character, that space. Now if I'm going to run this one, and also if I'm changing also, it will be give me the correct output. Okay guys, if I'm passing 5, so it will be give me the diamond shape. Okay, if I'm changing 6 also, but we know that whenever we are dealing with our hello pattern, every time you need to give the odd. If you are passing the even, so it will be not creating the diamond. If I'm passing 7, it will be creating. Okay, now if I'm passing a odd number 13 also, it will be printing. Now guys, if you are giving for this num plus 1, because we know that every time it will be come to 6 guys. Right now, as of now, I just keep the user input as 5. Okay, so for this 5, it will be creating. Now, if I'm printing for this 13, so it will be give me another hello pattern program, because we need to fix this for 6 only. If you are printing for num plus 1, means if my giving my value will be num plus 1. If I'm giving my user input 7, so 7 plus 1 becoming 8. But every time I need to get the 6 only. That's why here I'm using num floor division 2 into 3. So it will be give you the output as 6. So this is the simply logic behind this to print this diamond pattern. Okay. So here I just remove. So here you need to write num floor division 2 multiply by 3. Okay. So now, guys, every time in this hello pattern, we are printing the at a time only 2 to 3 line. Okay, now if I want to print a butterfly, okay, now my requirement will be I need to print a butterfly. So how to print? Every time my user input will be 5 only. Okay, so here I'm passing. So the 5 row also. So yeah. So here I need to print this butterfly. As of now, I just need to print this butterfly. So here there will be no need. After that, I will be deleting. Okay. First, I will be build for the entire logic. Then only we can get the butterfly. So first, come to this line. Then here we need this one. After we need to come to this. Okay. So here I need to give. Then here also I need to give. This place also I need to give. For this one also I need to get. Here I need to give some space. Okay. Here also I need to give space. And for this row 4 also. Okay. As of now, I just first I need to print this symbol. Then only I just want to print this butterfly. Okay. If you are printing this symbol, then using this concept, we can build 4 to 5 hello pattern programming that might be asked in your different interview question. Okay, as of now, I just want to print this one. Okay, so come to here. Guys, just see, if you want to print this line, every time we need to print this. Okay, we know that to print this line, 0 will be common. And for this one, my column value will be 0 same. And for this one, num minus 1. For this one also num minus 1. For this one, if you are taking row plus, row double equal to column, we can easily get that. And for this one also same, row plus column equal to num minus 1. Okay, so now we are going to implement the same one. So here I am copy the entire thing, and here I need to just paste here. So now I just want to print for every row and column. So for row in range, directly I need to pass the number. And for the call in range also, here I need to pass the number only. After this means after generating the number, I need to pass the condition. Here, my row value becoming 0 or my column value double equal to 0 also I need to print. Then the next one will be whenever my row value double equal to num minus 1, at that time I need to print. When my column value also double equal to num minus 1, at that time also I need to print the star only. To print the star in a single line, we are using the end function. And if this condition becoming not satisfied, every time I just want to print the spaces only. Okay, to send the controller to the next line, we are using the print function. Now I just want to run this one. Okay, guys. So here I am passing 5. So guys, just see, it will be giving me this now. Now we are going to implement for this cross only. Okay, in the interview, there might be chance they want only this cross. Okay, so for this cross, we are already know that if I am passing row double equal to column, it will be give me this one. Okay, for this straight line. Now, the another condition will be telling that if row plus column double equal to norm floor division 2. I think this is the logic, guys, right? No, the logic will be num plus 1. Okay, here I need to print num plus 1. If I'm printing, it will be give me the entire thing, what things I need. Guys, just see here it will give so row plus column num minus 1. I just see here I'm passing my input value will be 5. It will be give me. As of now, it will be taking less space. So if I'm giving a large number, then you can get a clear picture on that. If I'm passing 10, then you can see, guys, it will be creating. Guys, if you say that, sir, you are creating this one, but for this one, it will be creating a square, but I don't need. So if you are not need, in the first time also I am telling, whenever you are dealing with your hello pattern, every time you need to give a odd number only. Now if you are passing a odd number, then it will be creating the same logic what you want. Okay, now my requirement will be, I need to print a butterfly. So for this butterfly, I just copy this one. Okay, so for this butterfly, we are just need to implement here only. We are going to change. Okay, you can get it. Okay, so for this butterfly means this above thing we are don't require, guys, right? So here we are passing, and for this last means, guys, This will be, we can say that this will be a butterfly, right? So how to get that? Means we are just removing this line and this line. So what is the logic behind this? If I am removing row double equal to 0 and row double equal to num minus 1, then it will be creating. So here I am removing this row double equal to 0, and here if I am remove row minus 1, then it will be give me the butterfly. Okay, now if I'm passing 13, so guys just see, it will be creating a butterfly only. So this is the logic behind to print the hello pattern if the user input also different. Okay, now the last question for this session will be, every time guys we are printing this star only. Okay, now I think in an interview this question will be asked. Okay, the question will be say that if I want to print the Z, but my requirement will be I need to print in this way. Okay, guys, just see here. After this, I need to print 2. Again, here I need to print 3. After that, here I need to print 4. After that, here I need to print 5. Again, I need to print 4. Okay, we know that how to print this Z, but every time we are using the star. But in this case, I want to print the number. So how to do that we are going to see. Because we know that the same logic for this 0 means if I'm keeping row equal to 0, so I need to generate this number only. Okay, and for this one means if my row equal to num minus 1, then I can get this line. Okay, and for this one, for row plus column equal to num minus 1, guys just see, row plus column num minus 1. Then how to build this logic to print this number we are going to see now. Okay, guys, if I want to print this one, okay, for the first line means I just copy this one, then you can get a clear picture on that. Okay, so here I can copy and come to my paint option. Guys, just see, if I want to print the first line, okay, I can directly give that if row double equal to 0. So at that time, I need to starting from my 5. So if I'm giving 5 minus column means 5 minus 0, it will be give me 5. Then 5 minus 4, sorry, 5 minus 1, 4. 5 minus 2 means, because every time my norm value will be becoming 5 only. Okay, that's why here I am keeping num minus column, because if for one row my 5 column value will be generating. For this row the 5 column value, and for this row also my 5 column value will be generating. So for this one, if I'm passing num minus column, okay, so here it will be giving, because 5 minus 0, then 5 minus 1, then 5 minus 2, 5 minus 3, then 5 minus 4. So it will be create this first line only. Guys, just see, 5 minus 1, 1, 5 minus 3, 2. Now, what about this line? If here I am passing num minus column, okay, num minus column also. So here also it will be giving me the same answer. Guys, just see, here also we need this one. And what to do this one? So here if I'm passing row plus 1, if you see here, if I'm passing for my first row, if I'm passing here, I need to pass row plus 1. So as of now my row value will be becoming 0, so it will be printing with 2. Then when my row value will be becoming 2, it will be need to print 3. When my row value becoming 4, it will be need to 5. Just like that, we are going to build this one. So guys, here at a time, if you are giving the condition, it will be not printing. It will be printing in a single line. But we need to give this number value. We are not printing the star. Okay. So here we are using the if elif condition. Okay. First, we need to generate the row only. Then for this column, then we are going to get this number. Okay, so here I'm paste that. So first I need to generate the row. So for this row in range, here I need to pass num. After that, here I need to generate the column. So directly I'm passing for column. After that, first condition means for this first line I need to print, then for this second line, and for this one I will be printing in the last. So here I'm passing row double equal to 0. At that time, if this condition will be satisfied, every time I need to print num minus column. Okay, to print in a single line, here I'm using the end function. Okay, if this condition will be not getting satisfied, means after this condition I need to print this line, guys, right? So here I am passing row equal to num minus 1. Guys, just see here also row equal to num minus 1. So here I need to give this same logic also. So here I am passing print num minus column. To print in a single line, here I am using the end function. Okay, after that the next condition will be elif. Okay, so here I am passing row plus column double equal to num minus 1. Okay, just see here row plus column num minus 1, because my input value will be 5 only. So if this condition satisfy, here I can pass row plus 1. After that, to print in a single line, we are using the end function. So here we are using the glue character space. Okay. If all of this condition becoming satisfied, we need to print the spaces also. That's why here I am passing the else condition. So here I need to pass the print in a single line. So here I am using the end function. After every line, okay, for this every row, I need to send the controller to my next line. Now, if I'm going to give the user input as 5, so it will be give me the same output. Guys, just see, if I'm changing the user input also, still it will be giving me the correct output. Okay. So that's all for this session. Thanks for watching. Try right.